and I think they can speak for themselves. So, Shawn and Andrew.
Thank you, everyone. So, as Jordan said, I'm Shawn Scurfield. This is my lovely assistant director, Andrew McCormack. And Into the Fire was a project that, when I wrote it, had a lot of personal thought going into it. But I think that, really, trying to think about what to say up here to you guys, I haven't got a whole lot, because I think that I'd rather let the work that my actors have done speak for themselves. They've put incredible amounts of effort into this, and it shows incredibly. They're all fantastic. So proud of them.
Because Shawn's the writer, I let him do all that spiel, but I was here to make sure it stayed realistic, because we know how all Randwa's artistic vision can get, so that's why I'm here.
So, without further ado, Into the Fire. So
what?
So is everybody all right? Anybody hurt? Good, great. So nice weather we've been having, eh? I mean, snow's never been my favorite, but the kids got to go tobogganing in God knows how long.
You have children?
Yeah, boy and a girl.
How old?
The boy's 7. Sister's gonna be 8 this year. Speaking of which, I really should be getting back to them. My wife's liable to give me a good roasting for staying down here all last night. We will be able to leave soon, right? That whole air raid thing was just a drill, right?
I don't think that was a drill, sir. We all felt the shaking. I'm sorry. I don't think anyone's going anywhere for the time being.
Was it a
bomb? The bomb? It was certainly a bomb of some type. What kind exactly? Well, that's harder to say.
what do you mean?
On one hand, we were called here, to the fallout shelters. But on the other hand, false alarms have happened before.
Oh.
Well, that about settles it then, doesn't it?
I'm sorry, but settles what?
This whole matter of bombing. You said false alarms have happened before. Could be just a flock of geese on the radar screen. And as for the shaking, we've had earthquakes this time of year before.
But doesn't that seem a bit convenient?
Just a series of coincidences, nothing to really get too worried up about. Anyway, I should really be getting back to my family. They'll be worried sick. I really got to get back to work today. It's payday, and we really need the money for...
Sir, I don't think that was a false alarm. My commander radioed in just before the blast, telling everybody to stay hunkered down according to protocol. I'm sorry, sir, but I can't let you go anywhere.
How long?
Shouldn't be too much longer. As soon as I've got this radio up and running, we'll be good to go. Just sit tight, okay?
That is, of course, only if it was a conventional bombing. If it was nuclear, fallout protocol dictates that the decontamination period before radiation drops to safe levels is approximately 2 months.
What? 2 months? I can't stay down here for 2 months. My family 2 months without their father? I can't, I won't!
Hey, relax, breathe.
It's just that my wife, Irene, she was let go last month. We're barely scraping from paycheck to paycheck. She's a strong woman, bless her soul. But 2 weeks, 2 months, raising kids on pennies a day without their father, I can't do that to them. I won't. I have to get back to them, bomb or no bomb.
But what if it was the bomb last night? Don't you think things would be different?
What are you saying?
Things happen in the aftermath of an atomic bombing.
Are you saying that my family's gone?
There's a non-zero possibility.
How can you even suggest that? What makes you so goddamn sure it was a nuke, huh? And what if you're wrong? What if my family spends 2 months without their father then? What then, huh? All because of a non-zero possibility.
I'm sorry, but this is how it has to be.
I tell your story. I can't stay down here for 2 months.
Neither can I. I represent one of the most profitable manufacturing companies in the country, and as such, I'll be needed for an extremely important deal later this month.
No offense, ma'am, but your personal ambition seems a bit out of place here.
Of course it would, but this isn't what this is about. This deal will stand to create over 3,000 jobs across this country. Unemployment is a serious issue if you haven't noticed by now, and I intend to see this deal through, and I intend to be there to see it through.
I'm telling you people, it isn't
I
safe.
mean it may not be safe. I work with probabilities every day, sir, and a non-zero possibility wouldn't keep me away from a simple car rental, let alone a deal of this magnitude. Besides, what's a little radiation? I read the sun bombards us with it every day, and yet, here we are.
It isn't that simple.
You know, my wife could easily get one of those 3,000 jobs. You want to take that away too?
That's not fair.
How do you think we'll pull out of this economic downturn without creating more jobs? Just think of the people this could help. Ask yourself this. What if you're wrong?
Will you all just listen to me for a minute? What if I'm wrong? Then I'll have been wrong, and 2 months will have gone to waste. But what if I'm right? Do you know what will happen when you open that door? Deadly gamma radiation will rush into the shelter. You won't just kill yourself. You'll condemn everyone in here to a slow, painful death from radiation sickness. Are you willing to risk that? Are you willing to bet 5 lives against 3 that I'm wrong? And are you willing to risk everyone's life for employment opportunities? Looking around, we have enough supplies to last 10 people to 2 months. We can be comfortable. We just have to wait.
Wait just a minute. How do you know all this, Mr.
Antonin.
Mr. Antonin? You certainly seem well informed on this matter. Would you care to explain how you know so much?
I'm a nuclear physicist. I worked 15 years in a reactor, long enough to know that radioactive fallout is no joke.
But how can you know? How can you be absolutely sure this was a nuke?
I can't be.
Then why keep all of these good, honest people cooped up down here, all on your hunch?
Because 2 months is a small price to pay for your life. As someone who works in deals, you should be able to understand that.
Mr. Antonick, while I can understand being prepared, I think it's a little preemptive to be demoralizing these folks without solid evidence of a nuclear attack.
I understand that, but we all need to understand what's going on here.
Yes, but I don't think we've been atomically attacked.
Then can we leave?
Not yet. While I don't believe that the bomb was nuclear, I do believe that we have been bombed. The safest thing to do right now is just sit tight, wait until I can contact command, and then we'll all be on our way home safely.
How long do you think it will be until you get word?
Shouldn't be too much longer. This thing's almost ready.
Do you actually know that the bomb wasn't nuclear?
No, but I'm about to find out.
Anyone for a game?
God damn it, my family's alive!
Of course they are. I mean, even if the worst happened, we got to the shelter in time, didn't we? Who's to say they didn't as well?
You're right.
And besides, where's all this talk of atomic weaponry coming from? I happen to represent Canada for the United Nations, and from all appearances, things are fairly calm. No one really has any problems with us, so why would they attack here? I think this is just one big misunderstanding. Just one embarrassing snafu. Not enough to get worked up about.
She has a point. I mean, we've been on good terms with the Russians now for quite a while. Why would anybody else have any reason to act aggressively, right?
Exactly. Besides, we live in Toronto. Why would they attack Toronto? There aren't any army bases nearby, and it's not like we live in the capital. All we have here are civilians, regular, everyday people.
Well, yeah, it'd be a waste of a bomb to attack us here.
Civilians have been attacked pointlessly before, you know.
But those were different times, with different people at the reins. It would take a horrible person, a monster, to knowingly attack innocent people. And I believe we've learned from the mistakes of the past. If you ask me, there isn't a single person sane left that would knowingly use weapons of mass destruction without a reason.
And why would they? I mean, what would there be to gain? You know, Mr. Antonick, with all this talk of thinking, maybe you should try it for a change. What would anyone stand to gain from a bombing?
What does it matter what they would gain? Motivation doesn't change the reality of the situation we're in.
But it does! Just think, if attacked, then the blast was likely some sort of accident, a gas pipeline maybe, in which case the problem would have been taken care of and we could all go. And besides, even if we've been attacked, shouldn't things be under control by now?
Not if it was nuclear.
But it can't have been nuclear!
Why not?
Because! Think of how many people would have died. Who would condemn thousands of innocent people, thousands of civilians to die? It's inconceivable that such an atrocity could happen without cause.
Have you ever heard the story of Dresden?
No, I can't say that I have.
In World War II, Dresden was the heart of German culture, the home of art and architecture. It posed no military threat whatsoever. The Allies, our side, firebombed the city for 2 days, killing over 25,000 innocent civilians, all for no reason.
Well, those were different times. People are different now.
Are they? Have no innocent people died in the last decade fighting someone else's wars?
Well, no, but to atom bomb a city, people's homes.
It's happened before. Twice.
Mr. Antonick, regardless of whether or not we can safely leave, we cannot leave until I can contact command. Nuke or no nuke, no one's going anywhere until I get that radio up and running. It should be ready now.
Excuse me, sir, do you have a plan?
Yes, once I can contact command, I'll let them know that we're here. They'll send a team, and they'll come after us.
How long do you think it will take for your team to get here? Can you give us a guess?
2 days at the most.
That's wonderful news. I knew things couldn't have been so horrible.
Suppose they can last a couple days without me out there.
Again, what evidence do you have that this wasn't nuclear?
None. But I'm about to find out. This thing is ready.
What's wrong with it?
Nothing. Just give it a second to pick up the signal.
Maybe it's broken. I mean, these old things are delicate, you know.
Or maybe there's no broadcast? I mean, if everyone was okay, they wouldn't need to say anything, would they?
There'd be no clear tone. There'd be something.
What do we do now? Do we just sit here?
This doesn't prove anything. They could have just run into a delay. Or maybe the transmitter's broken?
Yeah, that could happen, right? Couldn't it?
They've probably taken it down for repairs.
Yeah, that's it. We just gotta wait. It'll work. It has to work.
I can't understand why it's not picking up a signal.
Maybe it's not picking up a signal because there's no signal to pick up.
I've had just about enough of your attitude.
What are you talking about?
This entire day you've been nothing but venom. You've been spreading your doom and your gloom. Just what is your game, friend?
Yeah, what's your problem? I bet everything outside is perfectly fine, and you've kept us down here for the sake of petty paranoia.
You haven't had a single positive thing to say for this whole time.
I've been being as positive as the situation allows me, but I'm being realistic.
You're being destructive!
You know what? I think I have this whole thing figured out. I think it was the Russians, and I don't think that you are being completely honest with us, Mr. Antonick.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that you're a Russian mole, and that your government was responsible for this conventional bombing, and that you're keeping us here as part of the plan.
No! You said yourself relations with the Russians are good.
All makes sense now.
Why the hell would I want to keep you people down here?
Keeping a UN diplomat, a major corporate leader, and a soldier away from his duties, it seems pretty obvious to me.
How could you?
For the love of God, my family's not even Russian. We come from Poland.
Close enough. I'm leaving, and your little plan can't stop me.
Do you know what you'll find when you open that door? The ashes of what you knew. An empty garden. The silence of a dead world.
Will you just shut up? Hold him!
What are you doing? Are you just gonna stand there and watch this?
And that's that. I'm leaving, and you're all welcome to come with me.